Welcome to the ASHEPA HSC Roundtable, the platform where Africa's safety and sustainability leaders share real stories, real lessons, and practical solutions for a safer and a more sustainable continent. Today, we shift our focus to a topic that is no longer optional for organizations: environmental responsibility and sustainability. Across Africa and the world, companies are under increasing pressure to reduce their environmental footprint, integrate sustainability into their strategy, and respond to the expectations of regulators, investors, and communities. But how do we move environmental performance from a compliance checklist to a core part of corporate decision making? I'm your host, Hussein Mohamed Fikry, and today's episode will help us answer that. Okay, joining us today is Mohamed Amine, a senior QHSSE leader with more than 20 years of international experience across high-risk industries, including energy, industrial operations, and port environment. He has led environmental programs, sustainability initiatives, ISO certifications, safety and environmental culture survey, emergency preparedness audits, and risk management across major projects. Not only this, he is also our country representative for Morocco in ASHEPA and a contributor to the global HSE throughout leadership, including an interview which is very interesting. I advise people to also go through it in IOSH magazine, discussing how organizations can elevate environmental impact on the corporate agenda, and an article published on the same magazine on the importance of good social dialogue in occupational health and safety. Mohamed Amine, welcome to the ASHEPA HSE Roundtable.
Thank you, Hussein, for this introduction and your invitation. It's a pleasure to be here and to share this important conversation with you.
It's my pleasure also. In the African context, what environmental risks or gaps do you see frequently across industries in Africa?
I'm happy to talk about our beloved continent, Africa. So in Africa, I see a mix of challenges and opportunities, both. On one side, we have gaps in environmental governance and enforcement. That is very clear. Water stress also, waste management issues, and sometimes late integration in projects. But on the other side, we have a huge opportunity. With its renewable energy potential, our continent has the ability to develop directly sustainable models without legacy constraints.
That's true. I completely agree. What practical steps can organizations take to strengthen their environmental performance, given limited resources that they have?
Well, even with limited resources, you can do a lot. So start simple. I will give simple clues. For example, focus on key risks. Target high impact areas such as water, waste, and emissions. Improve monitoring and reporting. Raise awareness among your personnel and your staff and partners. But the most important point, I think, is that sustainability has to be part of daily operations. So, because in many cases, culture matters more than resources.
True. Simple actions that you can do, like you said, monitoring, checking how to improve your status with simple method. It's not about limited resources, it's about how to use your limited resources. I always like to say this. Even with limited, you have to make use of all the resources that you have. I completely agree with you.
Of course.
What does it take to move sustainability from a compliance function to a strategic driver of business value?
It's really a mindset shift. So shift from avoiding penalties to creating value and managing risk. So in practice, we can integrate KPIs into business performance, involve top management, link sustainability to investment decisions, and align with the frameworks such as GRI, so the Global Reporting Initiative, or standards like ISO 14001. And most importantly, sustainability must be part of how decisions are made, not something added afterwards.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you. Okay, looking back at your career, what are the most important lessons you've learned about environmental stewardship in high risk industries?
If I have to summarize and to be brief, I can talk about three key lessons. First, environmental risks are often known but underestimated. So, second, leadership commitment is the most critical success factor. Third, what is not measured is not managed. If we don't have KPIs and tools to measure performance, environmental and social performance, we cannot manage it afterward. And maybe the most important message is that sustainability is not only about protecting the environment, it's about protecting the business. So,
Yes. I think now people need to look at environment like safety from 25 years, from 100 years ago, where safety was just also complying, but now it's been a value. So this is the core point: is to make environmental a value for us, not just protecting the environment for only.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, this is nice. Okay, so now we go to the fun part of our interview. This rapid fire questions. So I'll ask you quick questions, and I want the first answer that comes in your mind is your answer. Okay, number one. One myth about environmental sustainability.
We tend to say that sustainability is a cost, like safety. Safety is a cost, or health or safety is a cost. It really, it is a long-term investment. It's not a cost.
Okay. One environmental risk leaders tend to underestimate.
We have cumulative environmental impacts, so small issues that build over time. So we don't have to underestimate cumulative impacts and incidents or impacts that occur over time and many times.
Yes. Okay. One tool or method you rely on the most.
Like health and safety, we have risk assessment or impact assessment combined with strong monitoring systems.
Okay. One behavior that instantly improves environmental performance.
Prevention, speaking up early when something doesn't look right.
Okay.
Anticipate.
One message you want African organizations to remember about sustainability.
Well, Africa has the opportunity not just to follow, but to lead in sustainable development.
Okay, that's a very strong message. Okay, Mohamed Amine, thank you for sharing your insights and experience with us today. Your message is clear. Environmental responsibility is not a trend, it's a strategic necessity for any business. And sustainability is not just the job of one department, it's the responsibility of every leader. As the country representative of Morocco, we would like you to say one message to ASHEPA members.
One message to send them is to be active and to participate to the activities of the association in order to be more shining in the world continent and beyond the continent.
Thank you very much. So, our listeners, thank you very much for joining us and for listening. If this episode inspired you, please share it with your teams, colleagues, And to all ASHEPA members, if you would like to appear on our ASHEPA roundtable, email hussein@ashepa.org and include your membership number. This is ASHEPA HSE Roundtable, where Africa's safety and sustainability leaders speak. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.